These creatures of imagination seems to exist with the aim of expressing a representation of the evil, in no way hidden or justifiable, therefore a non-human representation.
My name is Jean-Marie, and this will be the last story I'll be telling you. Lucy was gone since a long time, too much work, too many horrors, and now it remains me only this last case, the very last one.
Summertime and the living is easy. Fish are jumping.
Sophie was a good girl, but she was obsessed by strange nightmares and traces on her body.
Your daddy's rich and your mama's good looking. So hush, little baby, don't you cry.
In the last months she was feeling weak and she didn't manage to sleep, so she called me, and for a good remuneration, I had to solve all kind of problems.
You're gonna rise up soon.
Poor girl. She was drumming her pale fingers on that glass, searching for the right words and for the courage to show me the traces she had on her body. Not many words were needed. It wasn't the first time I saw that kind of marks, and I swore that that vampire will pay for this. And I will have how to fill my glass for some other months.
And the living is easy.
That vampire would have been dead like all the others. Didn't knew how wrong I was. He was at home. Maybe he was sucking life from a mouse. That mouse would be the last taste in his mouth before I would have cut his head off. What the fuck was he doing in the bath? In my life I've seen so many things, but that scene left me without a word to say. Probably they remained there after my childish escape. Me escaping? Damn, I look so human. I escaped at the sight of the vampire, and I couldn't understand the reason why. He wasn't aggressive. He didn't even look like a monster. All the others tried to defend themselves when I surprised them while committing their crimes. But he didn't. He was there washing his teeth like a normal person. For the first time, I saw some humanity in those creatures. And then I saw it. A body floating on the water. A beautiful body of a beautiful girl, that kind of body I'm not able to resist to. I had to save her. A zombie girl. And then here we have Louise, tormented by her upside down life. Being a zombie wasn't interesting for her. She just stood this condition. But she just couldn't stand the loss of her human beauty. I would never thought that a zombie would have suffered for her look. I didn't think they suffered at all. So she told me about her problems, and I began to see her human side, a fragile creature between human and something else. After a so long time, a zombie woke my emotions up. In so few days, I was understanding so many things. I understood I had the solution to solve Louise's sweet problems. I had to bring her to the sisters. Her problem was the look, and they were the solution. They were able to make Louise go back in time. I'm curious if they made it. I never seen that girl anymore. After leaving her in good hands, I felt the birth of a feeling never felt before. While walking all the time with the same 4 rags, covering my bones and fleshes, I thought back to all the monsters that I once eliminated. At their screams, and at their violence. Shouts and violence. Exactly what I was. They, the monsters, had a life. Friends, aims, and projects. Me, the human, I only screams and violence, clouded by alcohol. In that moment, I decided to tell you my story. A story about a man alone with himself. A story about a man that decided to isolate from context. A story about a real monster.
Stop.